Michigan, thanks for coming out today, being part of the registration drive. Can't tell you how important that is. I know that our opponents have said that they've abandoned their attempts here at Michigan. Be so sure about it. Anyway, it's
we're a blue state.
Certainly not a time to take anything for granted. Please make sure you get all your friends and your family out and vote on election day. I'm glad to be here today for Senator Obama, President of the United States. Already, I'm telling you. I don't want to jinx the whole thing. I've spent 35 years writing about America and its people and the meaning of the American promise. And that's the promise that was handed down to us by our founding fathers with one instruction, and that was do your best to make these things real. That's opportunity, equality, social, economic justice, fair shake for all American citizens, and the American idea as a positive influence around the world for a more just and peaceful existence. Now these are the things that have given my life hope and our lives hope and shape and meaning. They're the ties that bind us together and that give us faith in our contract with one another. And I've spent most of my creative life measuring the distance between the American promise and American reality. And now today, especially here in Michigan, many Americans are today losing their jobs, their homes. They're seeing their retirement funds disappear. They have no health care, or they've been abandoned in our inner cities. The distance between that American promise and reality has never been greater or more painful. Now, I believe that Senator Obama has taken the measure of that distance in his own life and in his work. And I believe that he understands in his heart the cost of that distance in blood and in suffering in the lives of everyday Americans. And I believe that as president, he'd work to restore that promise to so many of our fellow citizens who have justifiably lost their faith in its meaning. After the disastrous administration of the past 8 years, we need someone to lead us in a great American reclamation project. But it's still there. Now, in my job, I travel around the world, and I occasionally play big stadiums, just like Senator Obama. And I've continued to find that wherever I go, in the midst of the past 8 years, America still remains a repository of people's hopes, of their possibilities, of their desires, and that despite the terrible erosion to our standing around the world, we remain for many, many folks still a house of dreams. And 1,000 George Bushes and 1,000 Dick Cheneys will never be able to tear that house down. They will, however, be leaving office. That's the good news. The bad news is they'll be leaving office dropping 3 national tragedies, Katrina, Iraq, and our financial crisis in our laps. And our sacred house of dreams has been abused, it's been looted, and it's been left in a terrible state of disrepair. And right now it needs care, it needs saving, and it needs defending against those who would sell it down the river for power or for a quick buck. It needs strong arms, it needs strong hearts, it needs strong minds, it needs somebody with Senator Obama's his understanding, his temperateness, his deliberativeness, his maturity, compassion, toughness, and faith to help us rebuild that house once again. But more important than anything else, it needs you, and it needs me, it needs us to build that house with the greater generosity that I always felt was at the heart of the American spirit. It's a big place. It should be big enough to contain the hopes and the dreams of all of our fellow citizens. Because that's where our future lies. Then we're going to rise or we're going to fall as a people by our ability and our strength to accomplish that task. So we're heading into the last month of the election. I believe that because our opponents haven't been able to win on the merits of their arguments, I think what you're going to see over the next month is an attack on Senator Obama's character that'll probably make the Swift voters look fair and balanced. We're going to see the politics of distraction and resentment being played to the full. I know one thing, that they will fail. Because I don't know about you, but I know that I want my dream back. I want my America back. I want my country back. So now's the time to stand up, Barack Obama and Joe Biden, roll up our sleeves, and let's come